What is up? I am live on what is it? My little I'm taking a break because I need to run an errand real quick. But what y'all up to? I hope y'all can hear me because I am in my other car. I'm not in my people with kids, y'all with kids, let me know. Do y'all have like a family car? Like if you got kids, do you have a family car, or do you have a family car and a different car? Um, that's what I have. I have a family car, and then I have a specifically a car that I drive um when there are no kids around. Okay. Um, but yeah, how y'all doing today? It is a Friday afternoon. I know I told y'all I live in Florida, right? So, y'all, it's so hot outside. It's like 100 degrees outside. It is literally 100 degrees outside. When they say that it stays warm all year round, y'all, that is so true. That is so true. It literally stays warm all year round here. Um, and sometimes, most of the time, I love it. But sometimes you want that fall crisp air. You want to feel that crispiness in the air. You want to see leaves falling. You want to see a real season change. Oh, that's a nice rose. You want to see a real season change, but child, you ain't gonna get that here. Now, I will say, like, maybe in like January, it may be a few cold days, like middle of January, end of January, going into February. You might see like a few cold days, and you may need like a light jacket or like a sweater or something like that. But other than that, child, it is hot all year round. Girl, Thanksgiving, it might be 85. Christmas, it might be 90. Right? Now, it's crazy too because right now it's very sunny outside. It's very warm. But supposedly we have a hurricane on the way. Now, it could be like end up being like a tropical storm or something like that. Hopefully that's the case because I've been through, let me see, have I been through 2 hurricanes since living here? I think I only been through one that was severe. One, hey, whoever joined the live, hey, how are you today? I've been through one hurricane that was severe, and I think that was in 2017. I think that was in 17, yeah. Y'all, it wasn't now. Y'all, it is hot out here. But yes, so what I was saying was in 2017, it was a hurricane here and it was bad. It could have been worse, but it was pretty bad. Like, we lost electricity for like a week. It was like a week. So like if you move here, you gotta have like a generator and all of that stuff. But sometimes with generators, like you can only use them in like one room. I mean, but nevertheless, because see, when the hurricane comes, it is steaming hot. Like, you might be able to stay in your house. Like for me, now it's some people that have to thug it out, but You might be able to stay in your house for that one night, and then after that, you gotta find somewhere to go. Cause like sometimes with hurricanes, some people lose their electricity and some people don't. You know, and some people have generators and stuff. So if you could go somewhere, especially if you have little kids and stuff like that, you have to find somewhere to go. And then they have like shelters and all of that stuff, right? But you have got to be prepared, honey. You got to be prepared because it can get bad. You know, where you don't have any electricity, um, and everything. So I'm on my way to get a few supplies. Like we have stuff, but I just want to re-up on some things just in case, because they always say like basically you preparing for the worst. You know what I mean? And you might be able to like it might turn into just like a tropical storm where it's just like a lot of rain. Usually, I mean, a hurricane, that's what it is, just a lot of rain, a lot of wind, a lot of wind, but just a lot of rain and stuff like that. And so you want to make sure you got your supplies just in case. Even though it's a tropical storm, it can still be high winds, you know what I mean? And you can't really go anywhere and stuff like that. So I'm on my way to get a few supplies. So yeah, what are you guys doing this weekend? I'm not really. It's a lot of people out today because of the hurricane. You know, they didn't already put it out there. Hurricane coming, child. Probably by Wednesday or Thursday, we'll know for sure. Because I think it said Wednesday, it'll be southwest. It might hit southwest Florida. So probably by that time it'll be a lot of rain. But hurricane season is June through November. But like I said, I went through one, and girl, that week of no electricity, we ended up staying in like a hotel. We had to stay in the hotel for like a whole week, and we were just kind of driving back and forth to our home to see if the electricity was on, y'all. It was like trees everywhere. Like it was bad. It's basically like you roughing it out until the electricity comes back on. I had never been through anything like that. And we were like, thank God, we were like hurricane free basically, for 10 years. 10 years? From when I moved here, like 10 years. And I was like, oh my gosh, like what is this? You know? But yeah, it's something to see, but at least you know it's coming. That's why you can, make sure that you're prepared and all of that stuff. Some things you don't know coming, you know what I'm saying? And most of the time, if you live by the water, like I do, if you live by the water, then you most likely gonna lose your electricity, So yeah, so that's what I got going on. Y'all, let me tell y'all what I did. I had to laugh at myself. If y'all go back and look at the video I did, don't not look at the video because y'all ain't no video, okay? It's my thumbnail that says a dream deferred. Y'all, I went back because I always go back and look at the video, and y'all know I'm learning. I'm new to this YouTube stuff, right? So I went back. I always go back to make sure I can hear the video and stuff like that. Girl, I then went back and I kept doing the volume, pushing the volume. I said, where is the volume? Girl, I was not even on the dang on thing. I had myself muted. And luckily it wasn't no hour video, nothing, because child, I was just talking. I think it was like 20 something minutes. So I had to cut that video down, honey, because I said, ain't no words on her. But then I thought about it. I said, you know what? It's more power sometimes in silence. And if you look at that video, that thumbnail, and you just think about what that thumbnail say for Miss Robbie, you get to thinking. But I'm gonna try to add some music to it, some real music to it, and see if it could be recovered. Because I see, you know what, this thumbnail tells it all. basically. And what I was talking about in the video was what the thumbnail says, really a dream deferred. And I was comparing her situation and kind of, talking about the metaphors and the similes in the great Langston Hughes' poem, A Dream Deferred, right? Because I was saying this lady, she was a young lady, she people saw something that she didn't see in herself, right? Which was cooking, because she was a singer. She was a singer. Okay, what Tina say in the movie? I'm a singer. Um, and she basically was saying that people saw something in her she didn't see herself. She was always cooking and stuff on the road, but she didn't think that she was going to ever do anything like open a restaurant or anything like that. And so, she was able to do that, and it opening Upper Crust kind of became her dream of building a restaurant from scratch. She was able to do that, but her dream got dried up, honey, like a raisin in the sun. Her dream got dried up like a raisin in the sun, and she based on someone else's decisions, right? Based on someone else's poor decision making, her dream got dried up. And so that's kind of what I was talking about in the video, during the little 20 minutes, child. Let me see if I can turn around this one. So yeah, so, and then also it could be looked at like, okay, if you have a dream, then you need to make sure that you do everything you can to try to meet, get to your dream and your goals and things like that. Because if not, you're going to forget about it. You're going to forget about your dream, all the things. It's almost like the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, really. Almost like the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. And you're going to be thinking about everything you could have done, and what you could have done to meet, to get to your dream and all of that. So do it while you can. Whatever steps that you need to take to get to where you want to go, you might as well do it. You know what I'm saying? But Miss Robbie, she was able to meet some of her goals, but shoot, who knows? She could have had dreams of doing other things. Part of her dream may have been to leave that particular restaurant to her family, and things like that. So it's just messed up that now the dream that she had is just like useless. It's the notice said will reopen, like, soon as we can or whatever in the future. But y'all, what unless maybe she building somewhere else, I don't know. But yeah, that's what I was talking about in the video. And I was so upset at myself, y'all. I said, now, you know what, girl, you gotta do better. So now I know to check, usually I do, or like a little message will come up on StreamYard. But it didn't come up. But that's okay, because again, it's power in silence. Just like my video I did yesterday. And I said everything doesn't need a response, right? So yeah. So that's what I was talking about in that video. Oh, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Let me see again. I know I always say maybe I'm an outlier. I feel like I am, but I feel like too this week I'm gonna be a little transparent. This week I feel like I'm being petty with a lot of stuff, because I'm irritated. And I know I said that yesterday, I'm irritated. I don't even know why I'm irritated. I'm just kind of irritated this week. Something must be about to go down. But anyway, so let me get back on track. A lot of times we understand, or we see or hear the stories of, or we can see how black men are mistreated. You know what I'm saying? they're not respected and things like that, right? And so I'm starting to see little things